Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Intentionally Blank D&D. I'm your DM Kyle, and I'm joined by the lovely players Dakota, Levi, and Paisley.
Hi.
Hello.
Before we begin, I have a couple
Hello.
things. Hello.
We're all here. Definitely present.
Um, Before we begin, I have the water stuff to talk about, but do you guys have any other announcements?
Kyle's an old man. Sorry we weren't here last week.
Oh yeah, I hurt my back.
Yeah. Which means he couldn't sit at a chair because he hurt it in a weird way.
Yeah.
But that dildo truck we found online definitely helped.
Yeah.
Yep. If hurt, default on dildo trick. Look it up. It's a thing.
Anyway, Talespire news. They added temporary water blocks because they've been working on water for some time and they wanted to give us something to work with. They actually named them temporary water, so hopefully they are temporary. But they work pretty well for what we need. Other Talespire stuff, they changed the area of effect stuff a little bit so you can move the whole thing at once. Little
Wiggle,
nice
wiggle.
fix. But that's all my announcements.
I don't think there was any new minis or anything recently, were there?
No, we already shot off the bugbears, I believe, in the last one,
Yeah.
and that was the last one that they did. They're officially with, live with Hero Forge. We've been
Yeah,
using
they-
it, but now it's
It
official.
is no longer an early access feature. It is now actually here.
Mhm.
Are there any new sets or anything?
Other than water, no.
I mean, that Hero Forge released.
Oh, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
We love Hero Forge. They don't pay us. We just like them.
But if they
So
do
if
want to
they
pay
wanted
us,
to pay us.
Yeah, all right. Get on with it.
all right. So then I'll just get into last time. Last time on DnD. The favored few looking to finish a long-term mission went to the Great Library to meet with a Cobalt assistant of their client. Once the party tries to pass off the sword backlash to the assistant, they are stopped with another request to hold on to the sword for another week while it's still a hot item. The party agrees and receives 400 gold for completing the quest, and a promise of 100 more gold when they bring the sword back in a week. To keep themselves safe, they drop the sword off with the shroud. And then later that night, the favored few are visited by the Grey Bear Syndicate. They talk of trust and the need of information so that their paths do not cross in the field. The Grey Bear Syndicate reveal their faces and reveal that they can be contacted at Shiftweave, a tailor shop run by Asher's mom-dad, Aaron. The next morning, Asher visits their mom-dad and confronts them about their dealings with the Grey Bear Syndicate. They argue back and forth, also involving Thronder, the leader of the Grey Bear Syndicate, about why Asher is involved at all.
Robber. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, mom, dad's side piece. You know, leader of the Gray Bear Syndicate.
Discussions
very
end.
jarring.
Discussions ends with Aaron giving in and saying that as long as Asher remains safe and doesn't do anything too bad, they won't get in Asher's way. The favored few then leave to find more work. They stop by Professor Unama's to see if they can contact the general. She says it's a process to get in touch with them, but in the meantime, they could do something for her. She has a crafter she uses for somewhat nefarious reasons, and that crafter has been raising prices to unreasonable levels to keep quiet about their dealings. The party agrees to get rid of this contract. We join the party, now walking back from the school district in the forested area between districts, planning their next move.
I love that
Um,
we're like lay low for a week with this super important sword, and we're like, okay,
What? We
let's go
never
kill some
said we would lay
people.
low for a week.
Well, we're supposed to be like not drawing attention or anything like that. I would imagine after
Why?
this, because we're packing.
No, we're not.
Oh, that's right. The sword was dropped off into old one arms,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
thick dick.
Oh, thick dick.
Yeah. So we actually don't have it on us. So even if we did draw attention to us, it wouldn't be for that. Now about this contract that Levi was so enthusiastic about. Like he couldn't stop talking about it while we were talking to Unema.
Despite it being kind of like his person too.
Like I don't even know why he wants to do this. Like it's out of character, honestly.
Yeah.
What?
Um.
Levi, we're joking. This is like meant for
Oh.
you.
I'm like, dude, this is killing people. This is fun.
Killing, yeah, and it's somebody
so-
who crosses your guy.
So we might have to turn around and go talk to Unema because I have a couple questions.
No.
They shoot
Well,
you in the foot.
what?
If they are questions about the contract themselves, you guys did get a bit of information.
Okay. Do they have a normal place that they meet?
I'll say Professor Unama would go to their store.
She goes to them.
Actually,
Okay.
no. They would come to her.
Okay. When do they normally meet? Like, is there a specific day?
It's on a need basis.
And then one last thing that I may or may not have asked Unema
Mm-hmm.
is, does anybody else know about him or their interaction? In the sense that if she did call upon him, would anybody else know that she called upon him?
No.
Okay.
People know of him. He's a very famous crafter.
Okay.
But not their dealings.
Okay. Then this will be easy. Let's go
Killing
back.
people. Easy as.
Let's go back. Talk to Unema. Ambush him in these woods while
Ambush?
he's coming over to talk to Unema.
This do be a good looking patch of woods. It feels like a shame to abandon them. To just be passing through. Damn. I love a thick foliage. Those mushrooms popping out, those leaf piles. Ugh. Love an organic landscape.
She loves thick mushroom heads, guys.
I mean, no.
But does that sound like a good plan to you guys?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Asher, you go back, talk to Unema, set up a time for him to come contact Unema, and me and Hoovel will find a location where we can set up an ambush.
Ooh, okay. I give an enthusiastic wave. I am back, or heading back.
All right. Then I will pull you guys to the school district.
Pull Asher to the school district.
Yeah.
Question, Kyle, before you... Never mind.
Heh. All right. So, Asher, you are back in the school district. You are let through the gate by Old Man Fitzgerald, as he kind of nods in your general direction, but doesn't converse.
I love a silent gatekeeper. Classic. Okay. Off I go.
And
I
as you
reckon
walk into the school district again, it is fairly barren as it is getting towards the end of summer. So not a lot of people going to school. And
Faisal
let's see
can
if
remember
Asher.
what building it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's see if Faisal can remember what building it is. She's only been there a lot.
I reckon it's this one. I'm feeling pretty confident.
Okay, it's not.
I want. Wow. Okay. It's this one. I don't know all the buildings.
Yep,
There,
that's all.
this one. Unama. I
So
know.
yeah, as you walk in to the right, there's the open doorway of Unama's office.
Ooh, it's already open.
Yep.
And I go.
You walk in, and Unama seems to be looking down at a book, and as you walk in, looks up and smiles and waves her hand, beckoning you in, also closing the door behind you.
Okay. Hello, Professor. I was wondering if we could set up a time for you to meet your client. We know it's like a need-based, so I was wondering if you could demonstrate some need, so we have an en route can track this individual on his way to you.
I believe I can do something of the sort. I would like to keep them separated from me as much as possible. I don't want to be involved with their disappearance.
No, of course. They won't make it to your doorstep.
Then I believe I can arrange something. Did you have a time in mind?
What did we just talk about? Oh, I swear to God, I did not write that down. Can I pull knowledge from what I would have just talked about?
We didn't set a time.
Yeah, you guys didn't set a time.
Oh, okay, okay. Let us do 2 nights from now at midnight.
I'm writing this down so I don't forget.
Let's make it 1 night from now at midnight. Is that better? Dakota is giving me a face from underneath
These
his
faces
monitor.
mean nothing.
You're just here to throw me off? That's fine.
So me, Kyle, is asking, are you meaning tonight at midnight or 24 hours and then the next night?
Let us do 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that good?
Alright. Yes, I can arrange that. Just please do make sure that they aren't followed or have anything leading back to me, of course.
Understood. We will make sure there's nobody else meddling.
Terrific.
Alrighty, that was all. I trust you to take care of the rest. I will go report these times back to my group.
As you start walking out, she waves her hand and the door opens.
Bye, Nama.
Farewell. Alright.
And then while Asher's heading back, me and Hoovel are looking for a place that's kind of midway between the two, so we're not too close to either of the gates.
In the forest still?
Yes.
Okay.
And setting up traps when we do find a place.
Okay. The path isn't very long. It's a couple minute walk. So there is a forest surrounding the district, but it's not an immense forest.
Okay.
So I'll go back to the forest map. So I'd say you guys probably have the board that you're on to play with. if you wanted to set something off of the beaten path, you could also do that with the board just north of you guys.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so as we're looking around, I'm looking around and I see that there's like, we don't have a lot of space to work with, but maybe we can do something to draw his attention off of the path.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
could use like Fey Presence or something, and, like charm.
Well, I was thinking of just like I'm waiting until they get to right about here, and then collapsing like this tree across the road, and then this tree across the road, so they're like boxed in.
Oh, that would be very precise timing. And how far away is this from the gate?
I would say so. 30 feet around. 500 feet.
Okay, okay. I was just making sure that like if that failed, he wouldn't just be able to run to the gate real quick.
No, yeah, it's far enough that like, I'm kind of just saying that this is about halfway since that's where you guys wanted to be, and it's like, 500 to 700 feet on either end, so
Okay.
it's still out of distance from just like quickly going through the gate.
Okay, okay. That's what I wanted to make sure. Like if we attacked him here, he wouldn't be able to just run back and the gate's right here.
Yeah, but if there was like, explosions or like thunderclap or whatever that people can hear from far away, that would alert people.
Okay.
But it's pretty much just in the middle of the forest.
Okay. 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 Then that makes it a little bit easier for me. Because I was sitting here like, man, if we'd have to go right center, otherwise he might be able to like run over and get to the gate. But it's about like 3 of this length, like 1 on either side type thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds fine. Okay, then I say we go a little bit more towards here, where there's this bigger opening in case there is an actual fight. Where none of us are going to be super, like, closed in. We also don't know if he's going to be coming with anybody else, like bodyguards or anything like that. And I do believe that if you are posted up here, you should still be able to get sight over to here.
Yeah. Well, my original thinking was that I can like pre-chop these 2 trees and then like put rope all the way up in the lines that are shown, and then I could pull it. to
Okay.
collapse them.
And then
But,
just so
if
you
we-
guys know timing wise, because people do use this road,
Mhm.
but
Uh,
since it is, like I said, late summer, and the only reason to use this road would be going to the school district.
Going to or from the school district.
Yeah, not very many people use this road.
And that's why I originally thought of this.
Yeah, so it's like it's traveled every now and then, but there could be a day or two where no one uses it.
Okay. Then I think your plan can work, Hoovel. Can we break these trees in a way that make them look not chopped down?
Probably. It would either be a survival check, or maybe even a nature check, or if you guys have any spells or specific utilities that you think would help.
Can I make a survival check to see if I can figure out how to do it before we try?
Sure.
Okay, I'll make a survival check. No.
Yeah. It's a large
First
tree.
roll of the day.
It's a large tree, but you don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah. It's
I'm like, man, there's a lot of roots here. I feel like we'd have to cut too many of them. I feel like those cut marks will be too obvious if somebody looked at this tree.
mm-hmm.
They'd know somebody cut it down.
Yeah.
I
So
feel like if we do it this way, it might draw attention as to like something happened. I'm thinking if we do the tree thing, we need to make it look like an accident, like a freak accident that happened. The tree fell on him. It would go back to nobody. It would look like an accident. Nobody's involved. I just don't know how to do it.
Huh? I don't know what to do with that. Let's do it anyways, because killing people?
You can also roll, Goofy.
Oh.
I was
Yeah.
just role playing my answer.
Oh, I don't...
yeah,
Oh,
Levi, if you
no.
want to make either a survival or nature check to see if you can figure out like
Survival it is.
how to knock this over without.
It's a 16 survival.
Okay. You probably could dig up the roots. That would probably be the best way to do it, make it seem natural without using any other items. I don't know what items you guys have. So if you do have something that could help with this in any way, shape, or form, just let me know. But it would take like the better part of a day to dig up these roots and then kind of like fluff it out to make it seem like the dirt wasn't actually dug up.
I have a vial of napalm. Does that help?
You could burn down a tree and with a 16 maybe make it seem like it was hit by lightning. It has rained a couple nights ago. You don't know if it's going to rain tonight, but it's again like midsummer, so it's probably not going to.
Oh. Okay. I'll just do the whole... I'll like look at Blanche, look at the roots, look at Blanche again, like do like a disappointed head shake, and do the correct way of digging out the roots.
If you wanted to use your napalm for this, I would give you guys, like, it would take you guys less time if you wanted to like burn away some of the roots.
Oh, I wanted to burn people with it, but yeah, it works too.
I mean, you can keep it. It'll just take you a day rather than like a half day.
No. If I have another half day, then I can set up some more traps.
Okay.
So I'll just use it for the root.
So controlled napalm on the roots
Pretty much.
to like weaken them down, and so we can break the roots and. All right, then I start helping him dig out the roots. Is that going to take 1 day for each tree?
So with the help of the napalm, it'll take half a day, for each tree.
For each tree.
Yeah.
Is that with both of us working?
With both of you guys working on them, I could say, you could finish them by the end of today since it is midday already. And by this point, as you guys are doing all this, I'll say Asher does come back because that didn't take very long at all.
Okay.
So you guys will have the information that they got.
Yeah, I tell him. 24 hours. Midnight. Those are two different things.
So you guys have the rest of today and then all day
And
tomorrow.
then all day tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I start helping Hoovel set up, getting the tree, like, roots starting to be placed, and then when we get close, we'll have him tie the, tie the pulley system.
Okay.
Wait, can we actually do it like this then? And then make that permanent? How do you make these
Yeah.
permanent?
You right click on either end.
Okay, I can't do it because I'm not GM mode.
Oh, okay. I can make them permanent.
While they're digging up things.
Oh, I think
and...
I have to put the. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's cool though.
Like that.
Yeah.
And what are those?
ropes.
Yeah, those are the ropes that are going to be holding the tree up.
Oh, okay, okay. So you're not completely knocking them down yet.
No, we're not knocking them down yet. We're getting them so they can fall as soon as the ropes are released.
Sweet, yeah. So yeah, you guys dig up and burn away the roots as much as possible, and tie off the ropes, so that you feel like they are leaning to where if the ropes were cut, they would fall over.
Okay.
I'm playing them a tune all the while.
Okay.
I'm not so good at manual labor.
I'll say if you want to use some inspiration, because you have that, this process could probably go by even quicker.
Yeah, I never use inspiration.
Yeah, you don't.
But
It's like a key bard feature that you've never once used.
I do other things. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that, I'll say by like just before sunset, you guys have all this done.
Sweet. Okay, so these trees are prepped. Those two traps are set, Levi or Hoovel.
Mm-hmm.
We need something that's going to slow him down when he gets here to make sure that these can land where they need to. I can always be here as well to help slow him down, and then I can always get out whenever I need to. What if there are people with him?
Yeah. Something Anoma said that's really important. She wants to make sure there's no ties. Nobody knowing that.
Oh, we gotta get rid of the ropes. We're not allowed to have ties.
Well, I'm thinking she was meaning if anybody is with him, they also gotta go. But we don't know if that's gonna be the case yet. We just gotta be ready.
We also need to make sure that he's actually going to go this way. So, Asher, I think that's going to be on you.
Oh? To like lure him down this path?
Just to make sure that he's going the correct way and to inform us if he is not.
Okay.
If you notice him going a different path, maybe coerce him into thinking that path isn't safe and he needs to go the more direct route.
Okay.
With your disguises and everything, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. And it will also make sure that he is showing up, and we're not just gonna hit some random person.
True. Okay, I can
So
do
if you
that.
want to start scouting them, we know where their store is, so you can worry about that tomorrow.
Okay.
But that'll be your job in this. I will be here to help make sure that he's in the right place, he doesn't get away, and to help take care of any others that might be here.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Well, that's a wrap, fellas.
Yeah.
All right, thanks everyone for
Hoovel,
joining us.
Hoovel, I'm sure you want to start setting up some more traps.
Yeah, I have exploding arrows, a vial of napalm, some
Well, we
blinding
just used the
arrows.
napalm.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure, for one of the traps, but for some others, I
Do you
can
have
use
more
exploding arrows.
napalm?
No, I have one vial of napalm, and then some exploding arrows that I could like tie to a branch or something.
Didn't we
that'll
just
get
use
triggered.
the napalm?
You'd have to go collect some more.
Oh yeah, whoops. I found it. I didn't. See it.
Oh, I bet the guy could help you get some more, though. He seems pretty crafty. Nix.
True.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll use my exploding arrows then for trap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you wanted to, with your trappiness, you could set up a proximity-based thing. So, like, a tripwire sets off the exploding arrow, or something of the sorts. Just know that these explosive arrows are the unstable ones, correct?
Yep.
So while you're setting up the trap, there is the same opportunity for them to blow up.
Yep. And
Hmm.
where?
I guess blow up is also good though. Oh, I guess unless you're doing it,
And that's
unless
it
they
blows up
blow up while
while
you're
he's
setting the
setting.
trap. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I guess that's fine too.
Bye,
Yeah.
Hoovel, bitch.
Wow,
No, just
that's
kidding.
rude.
I'm only spiteful because of that one time, like a few sessions ago, where you almost killed me. It was pretty darn close.
So I was thinking of setting up the trap. Kind of like
Like where?
because
Oh,
well
I
they're gonna be
see.
coming from like this direction, right? So
Yeah,
the two openings are over here and then over here.
yeah, because they'd be walking down this way.
Yeah.
So I'd have to rendezvous at some point in this.
And I only I want to do it the fewest times possible, so I don't blow myself up.
Yeah.
So
Hmm. I'm like pretending to be the guy. I'm like walking down the path. Don't mind me. Off to do shady deals and not die.
I just start setting up the trap.
Okay.
Okay.
So where and what are you setting up?
All right, so trip line here to explode an arrow, and then a trip line here to explode another arrow.
Okay. I will mark those. Oops. Right. So for each of those, I would like you to roll a d20. If you roll a 5 or less, they explode.
All right.
Alright, so the first one, you place it into the trap, you tie the tripwire to it, and just get it so it clicks but doesn't explode.
So that was a 13. That means this roll is gonna absolutely suck. No. Sweet.
Nice! So yeah, you have both those traps set up off to the side. So if anyone even touches either of those, they will blow up.
Sweet. All right. Do I still have more time to set up more traps?
At this point, it's getting just after sunset, so you could continue working into the night.
Do we have tomorrow to set up too?
You also have tomorrow.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Do it
after he gets
tomorrow,
these set up, it's like it's into the night now, right?
Yeah, it's just after sunset.
Okay, I'm gonna head back and probably just sleep for the night.
All right.
I too shall go home and do some sleep. It's tiring work, talking and then playing music.
I'm actually going to do one other thing.
All right, go for it.
Oh.
I'm going to go to the Ash District, and I'm gonna go to an area that I know is like filled with shady people.
Okay.
I am going to cast Disguise Self when I get there.
Okay. Point of fact, you guys are all going back to the Ash District, right?
Yeah. If I
No.
see him about to go do something, I'm gonna be like, oh.
Okay. So
Unless he tells me to go away, I will probably just like wander.
No,
around.
I give Asher the little head nod.
Oh yeah, I'm in on something. Love that.
All right, and then Hoovel, you said you were doing something different.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna stay at our site and like build up a little like nest, like right here, where
He's gonna
in between these
roost.
Okay.
two rocks, and make sure no one grooves with
Wait.
the traps.
Wait, there's something for this.
I'd be a wealthy man if I had like a fucking dime for every time we had Hoovel build a little nest, or we went out and found shady people, as if we aren't shady people.
Right?
I love it.
I thought there was something for this. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So perfect.
Okay. So yeah, you build a quick and dirty nest for yourself, and you can camp out. Make sure no one messes with your stuff. Dope.
I've been waiting for this.
All right, then Blanche and Asher, you guys take off to go to the Ash District.
Yes.
Okay. After you guys take off, Hoovel, I will have you roll a perception check for just overall throughout the night.
All right. $22.
22. Yeah. Throughout the night, it's pretty calm. You don't see anyone walk this path. No humanoids. You see the occasional foresty creature, but most of them have, tuckered down. But no humans. No one that messes with your stuff. You do see the occasional like squirrel or something kind of come up, and then you like shoot at it so that it doesn't trip your wires.
Sweet.
All right. Ash District. All right. What are you guys up to?
Okay. So, is there like a local tavern in the Ash District?
Local tavern. I would say there's no like, other than your guys' new store. There's not really storefronts in the Ash District.
I'm sure there's a place that sells alcohol.
But
Here, though.
yeah, as I was saying, like this main area up top is kind of where people tend to gather, and kind of just like sell maybe more illicit drinks, and just hard alcohol. But yeah, there's not like a tavern.
Yeah, but I know of a few places to get some drinks around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to the second one that I can think of. Because that first one is probably what I would think of, like, yeah, let's go grab a drink around here. The second one is probably like, yeah, we can get a drink there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you want to be seen there?
I'll have you guys come down to the middle of the bottom layer, and there's
Middle of the
old
bottom layer.
broken down house. Yeah, you're there.
And
My
as
God. Oh, okay, you're over here. I'm coming. Coming. Ah. Ba-bum.
okay, and then as I approach is when I use my disguise self.
Okay.
Just looking like a thug.
All right.
I do take a new form. I do a quick swap. I'm this burly blacksmith man.
Okay. And then Blanche, you disguise yourself Sorry, I was setting things up.
Just as like a human
Same
look.
same kind of look as you, just more human and burly, or completely different?
I mean, like if you looked at me, you wouldn't ever think it was me.
Okay.
It's just like a generic human. One that's like you would think is like, oh, I don't want to associate myself with that guy.
Okay.
In the back alley, we like pierced his nose real quick and gave him some tattoos. I like drew him on.
I mean, I just cast disguise self.
That's less fun.
And my character has piercings. But anyway, and then I just walk in.
Okay. And you see a gathering of people around two tables. They seem to be drinking, and at this table, you can see two people are locked in an arm wrestling match, and it seems the people around them are waving around money, betting on it.
Mm-hmm. Can I see anybody that seems to be selling drinks?
Selling drinks, you would probably talk to this guy in the back. He's at a table with this Noel. He's not like actively a bartender, but he has drinks at his side that he is selling to people.
Okay. I just walk up to him.
Okay.
I'm backing him up.
You walk up and they're kind of like leaned over talking, and looks over at you and just says, can I get you anything?
2 bottles.
All right. 2 gold.
I drop 2 gold down.
All right. Sweeps it up. Gives you 2 bottles of it's like a squarish bottle with green glass, and you can see like a dark brackish liquid inside.
Yeah, I just pick up the 2 bottles, I come over here and I kick this table back standing.
Okay.
And then I just grab some of the rubble and make myself a seat.
All right. Sweet.
I am following. I'm just adding that to my inventory. Dark liquor, square bottle. Okay.
All right, and you both look super tough, sitting at this table that you kicked back over with your brackish liquid and scarred up bodies and tats.
Yeah, I don't know why Paisley went to the same side as me.
You guys are on a date.
Yeah.
You like move to the other side awkwardly. What?
At this point, you guys sit down. You hear a roar come from the side table as the human looks to have won the arm wrestling, and people are passing money back and forth.
Yeah, and then I just start talking to Asher, and I'm like, can't believe how much money we made doing this last year. It's almost time for us to start doing it again. All those college kids going back to school in that unprotected walkway.
Yeah. Unprotected. Big money.
And I just start spreading rumors about like the path between the
Okay.
school and the normal town, and how there's just like nobody protecting that path, and all those college kids are just ripe for the picking.
Okay. I will have you both, or one of you with advantage, make a deception or performance check to give off the vibe of this.
Go
and
ahead, Asher.
Not making
May
it
I?
seem super suspicious.
Yeah. I'm like, dark path. Lined with daddy's money. Like, trying to add it to it. Oh! Okay, my deception.
Yep.
It's a +6, so
Isn't your
25.
persuasion better or performance better?
Oh. And a +6? They're both +6s.
No.
All right, so 25.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also Asher, with your passive perception, I believe yours is the best. You definitely see that people are taking notice.
Ooh. Nice. I'm rolling with it then. I'm like, yeah. Kids got so much money, they don't know what to do with it.
We were
And
able to live almost an entire year just off of what we made last time.
Yeah. Taxes? Bleh, they're nothing. Drink from my bottle.
I take a sip and I spit it off to the side as well when she says that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, I look around.
As you guys take a drink, as soon as it hits your tongue, you can start to feel like almost that like numbing feeling. It is very, very strong. And it tastes just fucking awful.
Mhm.
But yeah, as you guys are talking, you see as one of the smaller people around the table that isn't participating in the arm wrestling themselves but are betting on it, does take notice and quickly takes their leave.
I give a little nod towards that, hoping that that Blanche also caught sight of it to be like, look, looks like we got somebody passing word around without actually saying it.
And then I'm like, man, yeah, it's just when do they start going back to school? Like 3 days from now?
Yeah. That adds up. 3 days time, we'll be making big money again. And
I do it in a way where it's like I'm like leaned over talking to Asher, like pretending like I'm trying to talk quietly, but definitely not talking quietly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my arms are crossed. I do a little nod like 3 days.
All right.
And then with that, I take another drink and I'm like, this is fucking awful. I just throw it on the ground and I leave.
Yeah. I'm like, I take another drink, spit it out, and I'm out of here too.
Okay. Yeah, and as you throw it on the ground, you can see the black liquid all in of itself is mostly black liquid, and then you can see like some speckles of maybe some dirt or something that got in there as well.
Nice.
But yeah, as far as you guys know, seems to have gone well.
Then I just head back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me too. Before I get too close to the house, I change.
All right. Yeah, you can find a back alleyway, especially in the Ash District, and you guys revert back to your normal forms.
And then I call it a night.
Me
All
too.
right.
After giving Asher a high five.
Oh yeah, we did it. Big deception. Where am I? I'm so lost.
You're right outside the house.
Oh, okay. Nice. I take the side door.
All right. So yeah, you guys can get a full night's rest. No issues during the night, and you wake up to a new day.
BRB.
What are you up to today?
At this point, Asher's going to be the one tailing the person and making sure that he's going the correct way. I am going to think of something to do.
Okay. As you do walk outside, yeah, I'll say you don't even need like a perception check or anything. You see two people standing across the road right here. Let me get them. You can tell that they are in guard uniform.
Okay.
But even though that their models are the same, they are not wearing the helmet that a guard would normally wear. They are not armed from what you can see. And they seem to be wearing slightly more comfortable clothing. but they are still wearing like the padded shirt that has the emblem. So
Yeah, they're still wearing their gambesons and or tabards.
yeah. And they seem to be kind of like leaned up against the corner, talking with each other. And as you walk out, they make eye contact, nod, and start approaching you.
As they're approaching me, I just turn around, close the doors.
Okay. Oh, like, but still outside?
Yeah.
Okay. You're just like, walk outside, see them, turn around, close the doors, and walk inside.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. We were looking for Asher's troop.
You can talk to me.
Oh. You must be one of the other two. We've been given some information about you. We came here to talk about a party that went on a few nights ago.
Oh, yes.
We have been given word that a certain item was stolen from the mansion as your performance was going on, and we're doing our due diligence, going around making sure that no one that was at the party was involved. We've been given word from Catherine that your group is to be trusted, but we still need to ask around.
No, I completely understand. With that, I turn around, reopen the doors, and say, "Yeah, come on in. We can talk."
All right. You
no,
walk
wait,
in.
stop back. That doesn't sound good.
So you walk in. Asher, I don't believe you would have left yet because they would have stopped you. So you'd still be upstairs. You hear as two people walk inside the house. Blanche saying, "Yeah, come on in."
Can I be right around the door this time, actually sneakily, like
Sure.
not like
Make a
the
stealth check.
there? Okay. Woo! My rolls today.
So yeah, you come up to the doorway and you can kind of listen in on the conversation. I'll say with that roll, you can also see them. It's two guardsmen, but they are less armored than a normal guardsman would be, and they aren't wearing any weaponry.
Okay.
And the front one comes up to you, Blanche, and just says, yeah, so we were just coming in, checking, wondering if we could take a look around. We're looking for a very specific item, so if it's not here, we can just move on."
Yeah, of course, of course. Do you mind if I ask what item was stolen?
Kind of looks back and shrugs. And, we're looking for a particular sword. You might have seen it as you were there.
Oh, when he says that, I say, "Oh, yes," and I go back and I grab one of the replicas.
And they kind of like, this is one of like the good replicas, right?
This is one of the crappier replicas.
Oh, okay. They look at each other, and then look down
This is
at it.
one of the ones that were on the stall that...
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And they're kind of.
And as I put it down, I'm like, if it's this sword, this is one of the replicas that we had made for the show. If you guys want to use this when you're talking to people, or just as reference for yourself, you can.
Nice. Yeah.
He picks it up, and I won't even make you roll for that. That was good. Picks it up and says, "Yes, this is the sword. Obviously not this one." And he kind of like swings it around. Yeah, as we
Very
would
similar.
appreciate being able to use this, show people exactly what we're looking for.
Yeah, of course, of course. We don't have very many weapons in here. And I pull off a couple of the daggers and stuff. I'm like, this is all we really keep for weapons in the storefront. Our upstairs isn't quite finished, but I can show you up there if you'd like.
Yes, please. And he hands it off to his partner. And as he kind of like walks around, and
I'm gonna be Yeah. Once I see Blanche heading this way, I'm gonna go back the stairs, or up the stairs, and then come back down. Like, oh hey.
Okay. Make it seem like you're just walking down.
Yeah, it's too awkward if I was just eavesdropping.
All right.
And then as we're walking, I'm like, yeah, we purchased this place not too long ago. We're trying to make an actual storefront for people here in the Ash District. I'm just gonna be like talking about the store. I'm like, we're slowly gathering up all the merchandise that we need to open it up.
Yeah.
We haven't actually done much in our living quarters up here. Be careful, the floor isn't super great up here.
And he steps in. He's like, no problem. And says, and if it's all right with you, I'll have my partner looking through the downstairs while we're up here.
Oh, that's absolutely fine.
All right. And he nods back at his partner and continues up the stairs. So
I'm like running through my brain anything weird we have up here.
yeah, it's like your parent is like, we need to talk, and then you're like running through every bad thing you've ever done.
I probably did eat your cupcake, okay? I'm sorry. Can it just be done now? Yeah.
So, looking at these swords, do you have any more of these? Just trying to get an idea of how much is in circulation.
Any of those? I don't have any more. When we commissioned
How much
when
did
we commissioned
sell?
our guy to create them, I think there were 10 made, but I know that one of the people there was very interested in the relics and asked him to go work for him afterwards.
Oh, can you give me names of these people?
Who was it that asked him to come work
The
for him?
little
It was
girl?
Hadir.
Hadir.
Oh, it's the deer.
Well, it was technically Hadir's assistant.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But when I was out there, Hadir had asked him to come work for him.
Interesting. All right. And you can see he's writing things down as you're talking. And do you have a name or place we can contact your contact with this?
Oh yeah, of course. He works at the engineering, the engine bay.
The
Well, I forgot
engine.
what it's
Yeah.
called. The engine. He works at the engine. His name is Clatter. He's really good at looking at something and being able to make a replica of it. He's very good at tinkering with things. So, but as you can see, like, that is clearly not
The sword.
Right.
the sword.
Right. It's very good.
But yeah, so that's who we use to make our props. I wish I had more information.
Of course,
But
and puts his hand up.
I like motion around there. I'm like, as you can see, there's not really much up here.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes a look around and nods and just says, "Yeah, and no issue at all. We were given word from Catherine that you were all friends of his, so we weren't too worried about you being the culprits, but we still needed to check in.
Due diligence is better than no diligence at all.
Of course. And
And
if
then
you...
I really hope that replica that we had is able to help you guys find what you're looking for. And
It will. How
can't
much
believe
do
something
you sell
like
these
that-
for?
well, we are not selling this one specifically. We grabbed this one just as a souvenir of the play that we did. But I believe Clatter was selling them for, was it 10 gold per?
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe Clatter was selling them for 10 gold for each one.
Well, if you do want this back, if it's sentimental, we can bring it back soon.
Whenever your guys' investigation is done, if we can get it back, I'd appreciate that, but I understand.
Sounds good. Yeah, we will return this when we're done with it. It shouldn't take too long.
Thank you.
Puts it away and just kind of like looks at you and do you mind if I go through just a couple of these chests?
Oh, go for it.
And starts going through a couple chests. I don't believe you guys.
In my chest, you would find 5 candles, a crowbar, a hammer, a holy symbol, a flask of holy water, a flask of oil, 2 days ration, which are probably pretty old at this point, 1 50-foot rope, and a wooden stake.
All right.
In my chest, you'd find a whole lot of paper, a whole lot of ink and pens, and some materials for health potions.
All right.
That's it.
I do have my chest, and I have been keeping it up to date.
Yeah. Same.
He does kind of like stop at Hoovel's a little bit, but
It's just a bunch of trap stuff.
it's like, ingredients for napalm and stuff like that. but
A
it's
bear
like
trap.
bear
Yeah,
traps.
there's a big bear trap there.
But at the same time, this is an adventuring town. Adventurers use traps.
Also, we're a entertainment troupe. A lot of those are props.
Don't test that bear trap, though.
Don't test the bear trap.
kind of nods. You could tell he doesn't really believe you, but he's like, all right. He's just like, well, thank you for being so willing to show me around. We'll be out of your hair.
And then I pseudo escort them downstairs.
Mm-hmm. And you can see the guy up front was just looking around for a bit. Doesn't seem like he touched anything. Nothing's like moved or anything like that. But he's already kind of just like standing in the middle of the room waiting. Well, you both have good rest of your day. And if you do learn of anything, please let us know.
Of course.
Yeah, can do.
And they kind of like nod their head and take their leave.
Whew.
Let me remove that replica sword.
Oh man, they know it's gone.
Yeah, that was a little faster than I was anticipating him realizing.
Yikes.
But he said nothing of the helmet.
But he said nothing of the helmet.
Yeah, and yeah.
Okay, and then at this point, I'm going to go recap with Asher what she is to do today.
Yes.
Find him, tail him, make sure he goes down that path.
Yes, sir. Can do.
And if you guys start getting close, let us know if he's alone or not.
Okay. My message is clear. I head off towards him.
And then I head to Hoovel.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the restroom real quick.
All right. Then I will go to Asher first then. Asher. Are you just heading straight to where you know his shop is, or are you heading somewhere else?
I'm heading straight to his shop to kind of hang out for a bit. I know the day is young, but I'm just gonna kind of get a vibe for his position.
Okay. It'll be 4 copper to get there.
Deducting that?
And I put you just outside the shop right here. I guess this would be just outside the shop.
Gotcha.
But you walk up, and you see a fairly large storefront, comparatively to other stores.
Okay.
And you can see the sign says, Thurkir's Collectibles. You see a fairly open plan where most of the items on the plot are just completely open and out for the public to see. You can see multiple people inside the shop looking around. Outside you see an orcish woman kind of like looking through some pottery. And then in front you see a human woman, technically not in the property, but like right up against it, selling a bunch of apples.
Okay. Yeah. So it's fairly busy.
Yeah.
How
Uh,
busy are the surrounding stores?
You take a look around. Comparatively, make a perception check.
Ooh. It's a +4, so 16.
16. So yeah,
Yeah.
comparatively, the other stores are getting a lot less foot traffic. Um, just to let you know what's around, across the street over here, there's a swords for hire place, so you wouldn't assume that would get a lot of foot traffic. And then diagonally, there's kind of like a trader's market, and that is always fairly busy. It's busier than this store, but it's also like 20 stores in one.
Okay.
And then,
Oh, yeah, I've never noticed this place before.
yeah, it's kind of like uh, it's a place for people to sell specific items and then have someone else sell it for them, and then they get some of the profit.
Oh, okay. So like bulk,
Like what?
like bulk goods, where you like sell it off to many dealers, kind of thing. Weird.
More so like that could work. But it's more so like adventurers, they find like a very, very rare sword, so they want to give it to these guys and they'll sell it for the best price they can get, and then the adventurer gets a kickback. Just so if the adventurer isn't good at selling themselves.
Good to know in case we ever find some
Is it an auction
good
house?
food.
It's pretty much like an auction house.
Oh, okay.
But they don't hold very many like auctions, but they do on occasion.
I am super curious of the swords for hire place. Is there gonna be like an elf guild master kind of thing where she like gives you jobs? I must know.
Do you want to go inside?
I do.
Okay. You go inside, and it doesn't seem like anyone's behind the counter right now, but you do hear someone out back hitting a hammer against something. And as you walk in, you can hear like a chime as you walk in, and they stop what they're doing and come in. You see a older male human step around the corner, and he like rolls up his sleeves as he's coming around, just hands tarred black, beard kind of like singed at the ends, just real rough looking blacksmith type.
He walks up and he's like, "Hello."
I hello. Are you looking to hire one of our fine workers?
Oh, do you guys sell like labor or is it like mercenary work?
We technically can do any of the sort. We normally work with hired mercenaries, but we do any physical labor job that comes to us as well. But just so you are aware, most of our members are skilled in strength or dexterity type activities. We do not do research. We do not do plays. We do not do extended travel. But yes.
Are you looking to hire any sell swords?
We do have applications, and he picks up a stack of papers and puts it down in front of you. If you see yourself fit to join our ranks, you can fill this out. We just need some of your credentials and some proof that you would be of use to us.
Oh. What kind of proof do you need? Like a test of strength?
Most people show their diploma from the school if they've done that. Those who have not gone through schooling can show us with a feat of strength. Maybe
Ooh.
break a boulder.
Basically bust out like the head of a bandit.
You mean like this?
If you can show us previous jobs that you have completed that would fit our spectrum of speciality, that would work too.
Ooh.
Basically pulls out a cover letter.
How much do your jobs usually pay?
It varies very much per customer. We do charge a initial cost of 20 gold per day, and then we negotiate past that depending on what will be done.
Ooh. I would like to take 3 applications.
Perfect. And goes and gets 2 more applications and gives it to you. Is there
They're
anything else?
Perfectly printed.
Yeah, they're pretty rough. Like, they're pretty much just like, what can you do? And then like a blank piece of paper.
Oh.
But yes, is
You're
there
gonna
anything
need 6
else?
to 7 references.
Yeah, the second page has like, it's like, as well as writing all of this, you also need to apply online. And then
Provide your cover letter and a resume, neither of which we will read.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then when you're submitting it online, they'll also ask you all these questions again.
Nice. Yeah. It wouldn't be the same if
They will not
otherwise.
call.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can help you with right now?
Nope, that's it. Thank you.
I hope to be hearing from you soon.
Goodbye now. Oh. Well, that's kind of fun. Just in case I want to take a mission to chop 20 firewood or something.
Going back to what your perception from before.
Okay, yeah.
The other shops don't seem to be doing as well. There's what looks to be like a weaponry shop right here, and then this other storefront seems to be kind of like a house converted into a storefront. It's also not doing super well, comparatively to this one.
Can I come over here and listen as to what kind of items they're selling?
Sure. So yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of hang in the back and eavesdrop on what potentially people are trying to buy right now.
Okay. You walk up, and there's a older elven man behind the counter, and then coming up to the counter is somewhat of a scrawnier human male, and he puts down a like a satchel, and kind of rolls out what looks to be a monstrous head.
Oh.
Roll either a survival or history check.
Okay.
You don't know what type of monster this is, but it's definitely monstrous.
Okay.
And
There's a market for that. I was just here to collect store info for Daco.
yeah, and they you listen in as they're talking over like since he has the head in one piece, they could get this price for it since the individual pieces sell for so much, and just going through all that kind of stuff.
How much does he say for this monster's head?
For this monster's head, he says he will take it off his hands for 25 gold pieces, and then he negotiates it up to 30.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna move over to the next person.
Okay.
What are they selling? I'm gonna make this really hard on you, but it's for marketing.
So this next person,
Paisley said hard on.
Yeah. And what of it? I'm gathering you market info.
uh, choo-choo-choo. You see this person, a kind of shorter humanoid female, or human female, and across the desk, you see a orcish woman, and she slides across what looks to be a dagger that seems to be covered in kind of like a greenish spiderweb pattern that like somewhat pulses with greenish glow. And they go through it, and the person across the counter says that they'll take it off their hands for 2,000 gold. And the person takes it immediately.
Whoa! Man, magic items. Apparently that's the market. What time of day is it now?
It's still fairly early since you just got here.
Yeah.
So I'd say around noontime, just before noon.
Like thinking to myself, I'm just gonna kind of wander around and be like, okay, so monster head equal 30 gold. Fancy glowy dagger equal 2,000. How can we get in on this market?
So you
I
know when
find
you like go to the mall, but you're not there for any specific reason. You're kind of just wandering around,
yeah.
and it feels like you've gone around the entire mall. Then you look at the time; it's been like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what just happened.
Kind of. I feel like that's what happens when people leave me alone on adventures. It's just like wandering around a little bit, looking, thinking. That's it. Yeah. But this being the case, I'm gonna go find my boys again and show them these cool applications I got.
Okay. So while you've been doing this, I'll go over to the forest. I'm starting to get more maps. I need to get rid of some. You guys were over here. Okay. So Hoovel, you wake up in the morning. You've been watching this stuff, kind of in and out of sleep. But the early morning you do have to yourself if you'd like to do anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna start putting some more trap.
Okay. What would you like to do?
I'll take out my blinding arrows and set another trip line right here. The blinding arrow.
Okay.
And then, just in case they run.
For the blinding arrow, I'll have you make a just roll a d20, add your dexterity. I'll say plus your proficiency.
Right. 3. Oh, sweet.
Heyo!
Yeah, so with that, I'll say you don't use up the arrow itself, and you just kind of take a little bit of the ingredients from it and craft that trap. So I'll say just you can craft that trap without using the component.
Sweet. Then for my next trap, I want to put a. I'll do it in a 2-parter. Another flash trap or blinding trap over here,
Okay.
and then another one to this bush over here.
Kyle, this cart is so good.
Oh, the one off to the side. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. Okay.
2 more rolls.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
Why is my goes? Oh, and then 11.
That's still good enough. With these traps, how they work, they're not, the explosive ones, so they're pretty low DCs. So yeah, those both work. They do take arrows each, though.
Right. 3 left, and then one last trap. Blinding trap over here.
Okay. One more check. It's pretty much if you don't, as long as you don't roll a 1.
Cool. 19.
Nice. And then I will name these, because I can do that. I'll say doing all of that probably takes you the better part of the morning, so by the time you're finishing up with the blinding traps, Blanche, you will have shown up. You're muted, Dakota.
Okay. Where am I?
So I'll put you down.
Be right back, guys. 1 sec.
Here you go. You walk down the road, and you can see Hoovel's still setting up some traps.
Okay. Not knowing where he set them up, I'm gonna like stop here and like wave at him
Okay.
and get his attention and be like, "Is it safe for me to approach?"
I'll go out and guide him back in.
Okay. So yeah, you
Show
you
'em.
can show them where all the different traps are.
Okay. And then while I'm up here, I'm like, okay, we have a little bit of time before he should be making his way this way, but it doesn't hurt to be prepared beforehand. I'm going to go when it gets a little bit further into the day. I'm going to go up this way, towards town, and I'll scout out the area. Then if I see him approaching, I'll make my way back here. Do you need a hand with anything before I post up?
Nope. It's all set up.
Okay, good. Then, do we have a game plan for when to drop them?
When they get in the area? Up
Is
the
there-
top trees?
Are you going to be watching? Do you want me to be watching?
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay.
Besides, both ropes come back to my nest here, so it works out.
Okay. Well,
Back.
best of luck. And then I go over this way, and I find a good spot to like hide where I can still watch the road.
Okay.
And then I hide there.
Sweet. It's still very early morning if you guys want to do anything.
Well, just because he's supposed to meet midnight doesn't mean he's not going to go early.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to post up, and I'll kind of be relaxing. Anytime I see somebody approach, I will then like actually hide and hunker down.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm just going to be like relaxing, out on a picnic.
All right. 1, 2. Asher. It will take you 4 copper to get to the forest.
Okay.
But you pay the 4 copper, and an hour or 2 after midday, you do arrive back to where your companions are.
Oh.
So Blanche, you would see Asher walking down the road first.
Okay. Then when I see her, I'm going to step out.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
I show him this job application I found. Look, the sellswords are hiring. And also, and I just start gushing about the information I found, being like, look, did good, yes. About like monsters' heads only running for 30 gold versus like cool spectral dagger for like 2,000, and it was bought immediately. The monster's head was like haggled for and stuff. Maybe this adventuring business would be pretty profitable.
Well, yeah, adventuring is always profitable if you're lucky enough to actually find this stuff.
Maybe. Yeah. I was just thinking how fun it would be to pretend to be an adventurer.
Yeah, I take one of the applications and I like fold it up and put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And again, it's like, what can you do?
Mm. Okay, I go give one to Hoovel too.
I tell her to be careful, call out to him beforehand, he'll show you where the traps are.
Oh, okay. Hoovel!
And then I go back to my spot and sit down.
All right.
Hoovel! Am I safe?
I trudge over and lead her back.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
trudge over.
Back to your nest. Yeah. Hello. Here's this application.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah. Where are all the traps?
So, like, immediately as you ask, he like perks up and looks at you, and then swiftly like starts explaining all the traps and all like intricacies of how it was set up and everything.
I'm seeing some red lines here and some white lines, and I'm really concerned.
Yeah, and as Hoovel explains, the red lines are explosive lines, and the white lines are blinding lines.
Ah! Okay, this is not a safe place to hang out.
And then the clearish lines are ropes.
Yeah. Okay, I was there for those ones. Everything else, I'm like, what the heck? How'd you put this all up in time? Okay.
Because I'm awesome.
Yeah, you the trap guy. Security bird.
Finally doing my job.
But in like the middle of the woods.
Ugh.
Okay. Well, I guess I go back to my post.
Okay. So you're heading back to the trader district?
Correct.
Okay. 4 more copper.
How many coppers and a silver?
10.
Gotta ask that once per game. And then remove 4 again. Okay.
So yeah, you go back to Tarkir's Collectibles.
Well, what time is it now?
I'll say if you're just trying to use time, you could spend a bit of time just like slowly walking. It's like 5, 6. So starting to get into the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
You have like a couple hours before sunset. You know, most stores close at sunset, whatever time that ends up being. As you're looking at the store, you can see a whole new set of people. Make a perception or investigation check.
Okay. Oof. plus 4, so 11.
Okay. Uh, you recognize that most of the people have filtered out. You do still see like the same orcish woman was looking at pots before. Still seems to be like hanging around. Maybe wanders off and comes back to the pots again.
Man, just buy him, lady. You obviously love him.
Um,
Oh,
but other than them, you see like a whole new set of people that are going through the store, and uh, inside people are talking and buying things.
okay. Until that time, I will sit down and play music for the crowd.
All right. Make a performance.
Ah, it's
We
bad.
got on so many ones.
Oh, I was
Uh,
doing really good, and now it's just like bad.
yeah. Unfortunately, you don't make any money, and people seem to be avoiding you.
Damn it. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this until it is time.
Okay. Yeah. So you wait some time, and eventually sunset does approach, and people seem to be coming less and less. And eventually, the people in the store pretty much cleared out.
Okay. Okay, so quick question.
Mm-hmm.
En route to Anuma, how many different routes are there? There's like through the forest.
Yeah.
What's the other way?
To the school, you could either go through the residential along that path to the school grounds, or you could go outside of Kesdon and go through the northern or northeast gate. But from inside the city, the only way to get to the school is that path
That we know of.
that you know.
That's the only reason I said it. Is just in
Mhm.
case there was another way.
Okay. That's one
Um,
thing I was wondering about too. He'll probably want to take the path less traversed if he's gonna go do some shady dealings or whatever, so feeling pretty confident he'll go to the forest. I'm just gonna kind of scout and wait for his first move.
Okay. If you're watching him, you have the lip reading stuff, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Just it.
Yeah. In that case, you look over and that orcish woman is still hanging around. And after everyone leaves, who you assume is Thurkir, as you've never seen him before, but it's a copper dragonborn. Comes out and talks to the orcish woman, and reading their lips, you hear him say, I should be good for today. You can take off now. I have some business outside of the shop.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, so
and then-
I'm gonna test something real quick.
Okay.
so he's dismissing his fella.
Yeah. Okay. I just remember that they added the ability to set the
Mm-hmm.
modifiers.
Ah, I should do that.
I mean, you'd have to type it out every time.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a little rough right now, but they're working on it.
It'd be way cooler if you could save it per like character,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
permanent. Or
If you
something.
go to the chat feature, hit enter and then go ! D20, you can then add like +4, and it'll give you a D20 +4.
Oh, cool.
Sweet.
I love that.
But yeah, so it seems like he's dismissing one of his clients, and then they nod and start walking off.
Okay.
And after they leave, he seems to go through like a couple like
You can also name it so it says rolled stealth.
nice. He goes through like a last minute tearing down of the shop, and then comes over to this door, knocks on it, and then leaves.
Okay. I give it a second. Anything happening at that door?
You watch the door for a bit. Doesn't seem like anyone's answering or anything.
Okay. I'm holding my position for a sec.
Okay. And you're just watching him.
Yep.
All right, make a perception check.
Perception +4, so 17.
Okay. Yeah. So, as you watch him from afar, as he gets partway down the road, you see as a guardsman starts walking a little bit behind him, but he nods in their direction, and they kind of catch up with him a bit. They seem to be walking together.
Okay. I'm
Other
gonna-
than that, you said 17?
Yep.
Okay. You also pick up on a second guard, who seems to be following him from a distance.
Okay.
Right there.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go quickest route to the door, to like the forest.
Okay.
If I can abandon my position, I'm gonna try and beat him there.
Yeah. And he's pretty leisurely walking, so you can very easily kind of just like take a slightly longer route to get past him and then bolt there.
Okay. That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
All right. It will take you another 4 copper to get to the forest.
Done.
And then
Having Talespire windowed with D&D Beyond is so much easier.
So you approach the forest, get through the gate, and it is now after nightfall.
Okay. I'm bolting forward to wherever I saw Blanche before.
Okay. Blanche, you watch as Asher appears along the path.
I step out for a second.
Oh, okay.
And
Where?
I'm doing it right now. Sorry, I was doing something
Oh.
else.
Hey. En route, 1, maybe 2 guards. And I'm just gonna whiz past him after giving him that info.
Okay. Then I go back and I hide.
In case I don't have time, I'm gonna get to about here and I'm gonna shoot Hoovel a message.
Okay.
1, maybe 2 guards.
Okay.
And then since you guys are hiding, you have like time to prep. If you want to take a 10, you can. Or if you want to attempt to hide better, you can try that, but you could also roll worse.
Well, I'll
I'm gonna-
take 10.
Okay.
I haven't hid yet, so I'm gonna come over into these bushes and I'm gonna try and hide.
Okay. Again, you can either take a 10 on the roll since you have time to prep, or you can try for something better.
1 second. What's my stealth? It's a +6. I'm gonna try.
Okay.
it's a 9.
All right.
Why?
And
Okay.
then Hoovel.
Yeah. Um. Do I get advantage because it's nighttime? By chance?
I guess yeah. You guys would all get advantage since it's nighttime.
Oh, in that case, let me roll.
Okay. Asher, you could also roll one more time.
Okay.
Okay, mine's still.
19.
Mine was worse.
All right.
Well, it's advantage, so you take the better.
Okay, still a 9.
Yeah.
Mine's an 18.
Okay. All right. Do you guys have any last minute things you want to do?
Just want to double check something. Oh wait, it's nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, can I reach shadows over there? It's
Oh
nighttime.
yeah, it is very much so nighttime.
Okay. Then I am not good.
All
I'm
right.
good.
So eventually, probably less than an hour, after Asher arrives, you see, the Copper Dragonborn walking down the street, tailed by 2 guards. And he seems to be kind of like jovially, like just sauntering while talking with them, talking about the success of his store, how great his research is coming along, um, how much he's getting paid, just like very pompous. And the guards don't seem to be responding, but he does not care.
But he does not care.
Alright. I'll start paying very close attention to when they walk into my little trap area.
All right. They continue walking down the road, and if unless there's anything you guys want to do along the way,
As they're moving, I'm going. Well, as they're moving, I'm just gonna be jumping between trees and bushes and stuff
okay.
with my shadow jump.
All right. But eventually, Hoovel, they do reach the first tree.
Alright, I want to give it like 5 more feet so they're like well in the area.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll pull the rope or let go of the rope.
All right. On just the first tree or both the trees?
Both trees.
Dope. All right. So, as they're walking along, he's kind of jovial, just like, yes, and this poor sap paid me 3 times as much as he needed to, and then, gush, boom! Both the trees, with extremely fast movement, both fall on either side of them. I'll say, since you waited a bit for him to get in, he is in between the trees, but the 2 guards will make a roll to see if the back tree hits them.
Oh, cool.
How much of a time frame is there from him letting go the ropes and it landing?
Yeah, I thought there were gonna be a little more in it, but that works too.
I did say it was a pretty quick fall, but I'll say, since you weren't prepping anything, I'll give you a reaction if you have something you want to do.
If it falls within that reaction, then I wouldn't want to do it.
Okay. Yeah, it's
But,
a pretty instant. Like, these trees were ready to fall, and then as soon as those ropes were
Okay.
undone, they fall.
What I was thinking about doing was using my snake wraps to hold one of them there, and then let go at the last second.
Oh, if you want to try that, you can go for it.
Okay, yeah, I will. come out and try to grab one of the guards so the tree will fall on him.
All right. Get some better music going here.
Yeah.
So I'll have you roll to attack, and then if you hit,
Would I have advantage because I was hidden?
Yeah, you have advantage because you're hidden. And if you hit, I'll let you deal damage, and then he'll get disadvantage on the dexterity roll.
For my attack, that's a 15.
All right. 15 just hits.
Okay. 1d6 plus 2. So 4 points of damage.
All right. So 4 points of damage, and he'll have disadvantage on that roll. And then, so this will be his. Still fairly good. All right. Okay. So you do pull him, but they both do roll forward and miss the tree, but you do damage to that guy.
Okay.
At this point, everyone roll initiative.
Hooble, don't you get advantage on initiative or something?
I get a +4.
I know
I'm
I
at
get some
14.
bonuses.
It could just be like a flat bonus. I'm at what I roll. I'm at 15.
Okay. And then Asher.
14?
And then Hoovel.
6.
16?
Yeah.
Okay. Those are all right there. Right. And you did 4 points of damage to that one guy?
Yeah.
All right. So as you pull the guy's foot, he rolls forward. The other guy kind of leaps forward a little bit, and the copper dragonborn is inside of the trees. The copper dragonborn is inside of the trees. They're all trapped between the two. The guard that got his foot caught is going to.
Question:
Yeah.
Do they have torches or lanterns?
They I was having the dragonborn carrying one, but the two guards, I'll say, were not.
Okay. Did it go out at all from maybe the wind that landed? If it's a torch or a lantern, I'm not sure.
I will roll a d20. On a 10 or less, it will go out. If it's a 11 or more, it will stay on.
Okay. Damn.
Okay. So it's still a torch. But the guard that got his foot caught swings around and starts to look around.
Too bad there's a newly felled tree blocking the path.
Yeah. He is going to. You hear him say, I'll check it out. Cover him. And then, Hoovel. He is going to step on your trap.
Cool.
What's the save for your arrows?
Don't know. It doesn't say on the thing. I think
Okay.
we came up with some
Yeah.
system, but I forgot what it was.
The system. Let me look at it.
Oh, it's save his spell saving throw, right? But with his
Yeah,
dexterity.
Um,
So 8 plus your dexterity,
8.
plus proficiency.
So 8 plus 8, so 16.
16. And then it is a dex saving throw for him, or is it for the blinding arrow?
It doesn't say.
Blinding arrow. I'll say it's a con save, because I don't really know what else that would be.
Makes sense.
18. So he steps on the trap, and it does go off. I'll also make the roll for the other guy, because he's within range. And they both fail. So the guy that's running steps on one, flashes everyone around him, and then gets up the path a little bit, and is going to attempt to find you. And he doesn't. So he runs up the path a bit and looks around, and he's searching. Hoovel.
Alright. Is there... Can I position myself so I get this guard dude here and then this main dude in a line?
You can. It would be behind some bushes. So I'll say they have 3/4 cover, but you
I
could.
have Sharpshooter.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you could definitely do that.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do a shit ton of other stuff. One second. Alright. Gonna bring out the arrow, and then use my once a day on my spectral arrow bow to do the
Shoot in a straight line.
sharpened.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. And then have as I am like firing or getting the arrow ready, I'm going to cast a spell, ensnaring strike, on the arrow.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fire it in a line.
Dope. Go for it.
I make 2 attack rolls, or just
It's one attack roll, and then if it just uses that attack roll for each person.
and I have advantage. Oh, so 26 or 27 to hit.
27 definitely hits.
And this guy hasn't acted this turn, so it's an auto crit on him, right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So let's do the. So how'd this work? So. do-
So yeah,
do my-
it's really weird, and this item is very confusing, especially when you add the sneak attack and assassinate. But I'll say, roll normally, and then I'll double the dice for the guy that hasn't acted.
All right. Do I roll my ensnaring strike and my favored foe dice too?
Sure.
Okay. So that is. Eight. Nope.
Kyle, can you pull up the stream and block chat for the person chatting?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was.
So Levi,
Yeah, what up?
how much damage have you done?
Alright, so 16 points of damage,
All right.
and then they're. Well, if my spells and such go to both of them, then they're both ensnared. Or they both have to make a DC 13 strength check to not be.
Okay.
Is that with sneak attack?
Yeah, it was the 2 extra.
Oh, you just rolled
You said-
pretty poorly then.
Yeah. So my D8 was a 1, and then
Ah.
D6 were 3, 3, and a 2.
Okay. So they will roll. And what was the check?
13 strength.
13 strength. They both succeed.
Shit.
And remember, this guy takes double.
So 16. Is the 16 counting your pluses?
Yeah,
Okay, so then how much damage would have been from the dice?
13.
Okay. Sweet.
Then, because I ambushed and everything, I get to fire another arrow.
Sweet, go for it.
Kind of have to fire it at the guard dude, right? Or can I?
I'm
start
pretty
to-
sure if you still hit this guy, it'll still auto crit.
I
I'll look up the wording.
yeah,
real
I don't know about that, but you can totally go for it. I don't know the ruling, so I'm not gonna say no.
Okay. Then I have advantage. Oh.
quick. You have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken their turn yet this combat. In addition, you score any hit you score is a critical hit.
Sweet.
That's a nat 20.
It was also a nat 20 anyway.
Oh.
Then deals an extra 8. So, do I deal sneak attack again or just once?
You can only deal sneak
yeah,
attack once per
Sneak
turn.
attack's only once, but you still crit on the hit.
Okay. And get my favorite.
Asher, I didn't
29.
even see you in those trees.
29 points of damage.
29?
Yep.
All right.
And that's already doubled.
Okay. Dope. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, you see as Hoovel pulls out his spectral bow, charges up one of the arrows. It seems to grow in size slightly, and as he fires it, fires through the first guard and sticks through the Copper Dragonborn, both clutching over in pain. And as you do that, you pull back and shoot the Copper Dragonborn once again, grabbing the second arrow as it fizzles out into nothing. You see as they're both like kind of clutching from the wounds, they look up and lock eyes with you.
Lock guys from across the room.
Blanche.
Come on.
I'm going to use my bonus action
Okay.
to shadow jump to here.
Okay.
When I shadow jump, my next attack has advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to remove the arm blade
Okay.
and swing at this guy.
Go for it.
That is a 18 to hit.
18 definitely hits.
Okay. And then I forgot to add it to my character sheet, but I bought a short sword last session, correct?
Yep.
Because that is what is in my arm.
Yep.
So short sword is this, and then sneak
18
attack,
definitely hits.
sneak attack. What's my sneak attack die? Where? Okay, just an additional one. Oh, good roll. That's 13 points of damage.
All right.
And then I do believe I have 2 attacks. Yes, so I'm gonna hit him again.
Dope.
This one's not with advantage, I don't believe. Ooh. Complete whiff.
All right. So the first one, you come out of the shadows, and as you do, you're punching through the shadow and lock him like right underneath the arm, and he is now bleeding profusely. But he does sneer back at you.
Okay, that's my turn. Both
All right.
attacks, bonus action.
Asher.
Okay. So
Oh,
I'm gonna.
sorry. You totally hid your character from me.
Yeah, I'm in this bush.
Yeah. I'll say that that's good on you then, because he definitely would have seen you from there, but I didn't even see you.
I know, that's what I was saying. I was like, I didn't even know you were in there.
I was doing a bit. I was trying to be sneaky.
You were.
Yeah. No. Good.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast mirror image to like kind of duplicate my appearance on either side. So like how do I get to my flashlight again?
I don't believe players can use the flashlight.
Can't.
Oh, dumb. Okay.
But
on
we've
E-
just been. If you push M, you can use the
Yeah.
ruler as one.
on like either side of me. So like one right here.
No, mirror image, they stay next to you.
Oh yeah. Just on either side, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just hoping to give them different targets that aren't me to hit.
Right.
And then I'm gonna cast inspiration on Dakota, on Blanche.
Inspired.
Inspired.
All right. Is that your turn then?
Yep, that's everything.
All right, cool. You come out of the brush and two semi-translucent copies of yourself appear, and then they like form into pretty good copies of yourself.
Then I'm just like, you got this, and I inspired
all
Jacko.
three of them, thumbs up.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. This guard that's back here is going to climb up this tree. And he is going to fire at you, Blanche. So you see as he climbs up, he raises one hand, and like a reddish energy forms in his palm and shoots out of it. And as it does, you see 2 streaks.
Question. Do they have dark vision?
They don't, but oh,
I
I
mean,
guess
dim
you're
light
outside of that. Okay. So it would be dim light. So dim light. Is that disadvantage on ranged attack rolls? Dim light creates slightly obscured.
It's just disadvantage on perception checks.
Oh, okay.
Heavily obscured. They count as having blind, or they're counted as being blinded.
Okay. So yeah, it'd still be dim light, so he can make the attack. So you see as 2 streaks of reddish energy come to hit you. Oh, sorry, no. I was mistaken. Not 2 streaks, but reddish energy turns into a flame as it shoots out towards you.
Okay. Firebolt.
Yeah. I was thinking Eldritch Blast, but they have Firebolt. So that is a 15 to hit.
Just barely.
Okay. That is 9 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then you hear him say, "Start moving that way!" And that is his turn. Copper Dragonborn. Oh, but there's so much to do. Sorry, give me one more second. You see as he goes to cast a spell and raises his fist, and the 15 feet around him lights up with a white light, and from the white light, you see as like these ghostly spirits start writhing out of the light, forming from it.
Do you have Spirit Guardian?
Yeah.
Dope as shit!
Yeah. And the appearance that they take are humanoid, but they look to be like half decayed humans. Yeah. And then he is going to start running. He's going to step on a trap.
Yeah, I knew it was a good idea to put traps there.
He does succeed.
Shit.
And then that was 10 feet already. Say to about there. Right. Back to this first guard. He is going to swing at you, Blanche, with his sword.
Okay.
On his first attack, he's going to make a trip attack. So first he needs to see if he hits.
Yeah.
He does not. So he will make his second attack. Fuck. 14.
That is my AC.
Okay. So he is going to make a tripping attack against you. So 2d10. And then I need you to make a strength saving throw. Oh, fuck. 4 damage. And you stay up. Alright. So yeah, he goes for the first attack and caught off guard from you jumping through the shadows and slashing at him. Misses the first one. Tries to take the second one. Hits you at the back of the knee, but you stay up.
All right.
Alright. Hoovel, back to you.
Alright. I'm going to take a shot at the one that's running. How hurt does he look?
The one running seems to be doing pretty rough. He's bleeding profusely out of the areas that you've already shot, but he seems to be stumbling over himself to try to get away. Yeah, definitely not
Alright.
looking great.
In that case, I'm going to use my bonus action for steady aim to get advantage on this attack. Roll.
Oh, you would already have advantage. You're in darkness.
Oh. Okay, then I would have done that differently. You want me to reroll?
Since you'd already have advantage, you can keep that roll. But if you
Alright.
wanted to do something else, you could.
I wanted to put ensnaring strike on him.
Okay, go for it.
Alright. He has to make the strength 13 saving.
Strength 13.
Yeah.
He just makes it.
Okay. It's 18 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, and as you do that, how would you like to do this?
Like, just straight through the throat.
All right. So he's running. He summons these like spectral, like zombie spirits. Looks super epic. Starts running. Light blows up underneath him as he trips over the tripwire. Still going, and then just arrows straight through the throat. Like cleanly goes through, and you can see like camera angle in front of him. Through the hole, you see Hoovel just firing an arrow.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Skyrim style, like
Yeah,
you follow the arrow.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that's my turn.
Dope. Blanche.
I'm gonna shadow jump to this guy.
All right. They are now both in complete darkness.
Yes. Oof. It's a 14.
14 just hits.
Okay. Uh, 9 points,
Okay.
and then another swing. They're in complete darkness,
Mm-hmm.
so I'd still have advantage, right?
Correct.
I forgot to grab both, but 18, 23 hits. Another 4 points, and then I'm gonna try to stunning strike.
Okay.
Damn it! That attack misses.
All right. Sweet. And is that your turn?
Yes. Oh, I had inspiration.
Oh yeah. If you want to use that.
What exactly
Inspiration.
does?
You can add whatever her inspiration dice is to that.
1d6.
Okay.
I'll remember it next time.
Okay. Yeah, and you can, I believe you can do that after you've seen the result. So you can use
Oh yeah,
it.
I can also do stunning strike after I see if I hit.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
Asher.
Okay. So me and my fellas here.
Yeah. The one that's right here, looks to be on death's door, bleeding profusely from where Blanche cut him and been shot twice now. Or no, he's just been shot once.
He's been shot once.
This one seems to not be doing as rough, but still damaged. And Blanche just teleported from one of them to the other and started going at him.
Okay. I'm gonna try and stab him with the dagger, I guess, because I don't want my mirror image to fall.
Alright.
What?
So,
As long as you don't cast another concentration spell, you can still cast spells.
how about Dissonant Whispers?
That's not a concentration.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's really what I wanted to do. So Wisdom saving throw against that, the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Gotta beat a 12.
He did. Wait. Yes, he did.
Damn. Okay. I don't have any bonus actions, so that does it for me.
Okay.
I should have saved those damn inspiration points. You all didn't need them, like both of you guys didn't need them to like tie up a tree.
It's the next day, so you'd have him back.
You would have had him back.
Oh, because we did. Okay. Then another quick, well, I can't see Hoovel anyways. Or maybe I can?
Do you have dark vision?
I have Devil's Sight.
So yes, I believe you'd have dark vision out to 60 feet?
120 feet, I believe.
120. Yeah. So yeah.
Heck yeah. Okay. Then one inspiration for Hoovel. And then I have one remaining.
Okay.
Yeah, she is both magical and non-magical darkness, 120 feet.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
Hoovel, you are inspired. Asher, how do you inspire him?
I'm like, with my devil eyes, I'm like, big thumbs up. You got this, buddy. How do you inspire people?
You can do it anyway.
Oh.
It's all flavor.
Yeah, I'll stick with it this time.
All right.
My hand gestures, like, rally these boys.
All right. So then, guard 2 up on the tree with Blanche. he is going to take a wild swing at you. He has disadvantage because he can't see. Does not hit, I don't think. That's a 10. And he's gonna make a second swing. 2 nat 20s. So
Don't sound too excited to kill me.
sorry, it was disadvantage and I got a natural 20.
No, nobody else is happy, Kyle.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my reaction to use Shadow Dispersal.
What does that do?
It allows me to shadow jump if I receive a hit.
Okay.
Ooh.
Do you
That's not a thing. That's
Oh,
not a
okay.
thing.
I was like, I don't
Oh.
remember that being a thing, but all right.
Damn.
So that's 20 points of slashing damage plus 3, so 23. And then make a strength saving throw.
Ooh.
Okay, he attempts to knock you down again, but you succeed on that. But he does clock you like right at the side of the knee and seems to hit a nerve.
Yeah, it pissed me off. I'm ready to hit a nerve.
Then that guy's dying. So back to this guy. He
Oh.
is going to attempt to attack you with disadvantage with your mirror images, right?
So I gotta to do a roll. So I roll a d20 to determine whether or not the attack is me or one of my people. Mm, I must roll an 8 or higher, or else it hits me.
Okay, so I still have to see if I have to roll to see if I hit. Then if I hit, then you roll to see if it even hits you.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
It's a new spell to me, so yeah.
Fuck. Does a 10 hit?
No.
Okay.
Pretty close though. My AC's
Does
15. Oh.
does a 12?
Negative.
All right. So yeah, he takes 2 wild swings in the dark, not connecting with anything. It's very strange for you with your new eyes, that it looks like just normal daytime, and this dude's just like wildly swinging, and just not even getting close.
I got distracted, fellas.
Yeah, you can see as he's like looks to be bleeding out, his swings are starting to get a little slower, and you can see like a crazed look in his eyes. He's 100% just looking for survival at this point.
Whoa.
Uh,
Bad news for you, dude.
Speaking of
ending.
which, he is going to try to run.
No.
You do get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay. You can only swing at him, right?
Yeah, unless you have Warcaster, but I don't think you do.
Negative. Oh, no.
Don't you have advantage?
Yep, because he can't see
Oh.
you.
Oh! Hey! That's something. Okay, and the equipment I have, it's a dagger. Oh, I think this is the first time I'm fucking
It's
hitting
a
with dagger.
D6?
1d4 plus 3? Oh,
Or a D4 plus 3.
yeah.
You have a +3 for your dagger?
Yeah. Whoa, it's 7!
Dope. So yeah, he wildly swings, getting...
Wait, a dagger's a D6.
Oh, that's not what it is on my sheet.
Dagger's
Oh.
a D4. I believe.
My dagger in my thing says a D6. Paisley's is a dart that was modified.
I have a dagger and a dart.
Oh, well, you're... Okay, weird.
We'll look into it. Either way, he's like wildly swinging, swings getting slower. You can see like tears start forming as he just like turns around to run away, and as he does, you stab him like right underneath the ribs, and just flops down, no like hesitation.
Oh, I did it. I did a kill. Nice.
Why does my dagger say a D6?
I don't know. It could be because mine sucks.
No, dagger's normally a D4.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Mine says a D6 though.
Oh,
Hmm.
we'll look at it
Weird.
after.
Yeah, we'll look at that.
All right. And then that's oh, that was guard 1. Back to Hoovel. That was his turn he died on.
Whoa.
Oof.
Alright.
So yeah, at this point, Hoovel, you see 2 people are down and bleeding, and the last guy is right here, fighting Blanche.
Alright, I'll shoot him.
All right.
I hope you don't shoot me. I'm pretty close.
That's an 11.
11.
You roll Bardic Inspiration.
Yep, you do have Bardic Inspiration,
Oh,
so you
yeah.
can add a D6 if you would like.
Alright, I'll do that.
Hey,
So,
16.
16 does hit.
Alright, cool.
Nice. That wasn't gonna hit.
I made sure to say it before you said whether it hit or not.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna add favored foe to this too.
All right.
So 19 points of damage.
Yeah. So as you fire that one, Blanche, you get a full face of like the out wound as this guy's chest just explodes as you're
As the
hitting him.
arrow goes through his face, I catch it.
Nice. I like that more. You catch the arrow as like blood goes all over you. This guy fucking flops down too and like rolls off the tree.
Good, because I'm at 2 HP.
Alright,
I was about to do that anime, like disappear and hide in a bush.
Yeah.
We're just like, this guy's way too strong for me.
All right.
Alright. Since everyone's down, I'm gonna immediately start to dismantling all my traps.
Okay.
And I'm going to limp and drag the bodies to make them look like the tree fell on them.
All right. Make a. I guess before you make any checks, Asher, what are you doing immediately?
I am helping. I'm
Okay.
recuperating after murder very quickly.
Yeah. And just so you guys know, they are all still alive.
Oh no.
They are all just very much so bleeding out very quickly.
Okay,
Oh.
that's fine.
Okay. I was just
Okay.
making sure you guys knew. In the next like few seconds, they'll be dead. But yeah, you start positioning the bodies, kind of like underneath the tree.
Yeah, digging it out if I have to, and then repacking it in, make it look like they were crushed.
Yeah, I'll have you guys make a medicine check.
Okay. I'm here to help.
I got an 11 with Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. I'll say it's very apparent. Like, they do have some exit wounds from like arrows and knives and things like that.
I'm gonna take some branches and shove them into those wounds.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you go ahead and shove branches into all the exposed wounds. It's real, like.
At first glance, maybe someone's like, "Fuck."
Yeah, if we ever do anything with alignment, you guys might want to. You guys are evil now.
Oh man.
But yeah, you make it look pretty gruesome and realistic.
Okay, and then I go up and I clean up the blood that would have been around from other things.
Okay. And then take this music down because you guys are no longer in the fight. All right. So while you guys are doing that, Hoovel, you're disassembling your traps.
Yep.
All right. For the 2 explosive ones, I would like you to roll again.
All right.
All right. That one's good. You're good.
Oh,
Sweet.
okay.
And then for the other ones, I'll say you can just disassemble them.
Okie doke.
So you get 2 blinding arrows back and 2 explosive arrows back. All right. And then Blanche, you said you were going to do something else?
Just clean up the blood and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Clean up as much of the blood as you can around the surrounding area. And you guys spend a little bit of time just kind of doctoring up the area. Make it seem like this was just a random tree that fell on all 3 of them.
I'm gonna go into his coin purse,
Okay.
and I'm going to take some, not all, of his coin.
Okay.
Just like a handful. I'm sure he carries quite a bit.
Okay. You take a handful, and as you open up his pouch, it's all gold. He doesn't carry any other type of
Wow,
currency.
not even platinum?
Nope. But you get 38 coin.
Nice.
Dope. Okay, and then after everything's doctored up, I just start making my way back home.
Alright.
When I get to gates, I'm gonna shadow jump from one area to the other side as best as I can, to just avoid any detection. Like, I didn't even go through these gates.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I will take on a different form when I pass through the gates till I get back home.
Alright, what form are you taking?
I'm gonna take the same form I took in the bar. The fucking old
Ruffian?
blacksmith. Yeah. What one is it? Get back here.
Alright. And then Hoovel, are you doing anything special passing through gates or cleaning yourself up or anything? You weren't really in combat, so you aren't like bloodied or anything.
No, I'm just confidently walking through.
Okay. All right. Then it does take you guys, other than Blanche, because you can easily get through those. 2 copper each to get back to the Ash District.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be shadow jumping to get home as quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, anytime I see an opening where nobody can see me, bam.
Yeah.
Wait, can I just like Nightcrawler this and teleport through the sky?
Technically, I don't think there's anything against it because it's all darkness.
Yep, it just says I can jump to another
Yeah.
area of dark.
It gets weird when you're falling because I think
So full.
yeah, by the rules, you fall like 500 feet per round, which I think is a lot. But sure. But you guys do eventually return home. Oh. I was like, where is Asher's? But when you morph into a blacksmith, it turns your unique character into blacksmith.
Oh yeah. That's me.
Dope. What are you guys up to now?
I'm going to rest for an entire day.
Yeah.
Same.
You got severely injured.
Yeah, Blanche is looking not great. You guys didn't take any damage, I don't think. But you're probably pretty tired still.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that was actual combat.
Yeah. And you guys do get a full night's rest.
Sweet.
And then some. You wake up the next day, a little bit afternoon.
Oh. Well, I look at Blanche's sleeping body. And I'm like, I'm just gonna leave that be. And I go talk to Anema.
Yeah, like in like as I hear them waking up, I'm still in bed. I'm like, you guys can turn this quest in.
He's like dying. Okay, off to Anema now.
Rebandaging my leg.
Alright.
Oh.
School. 2 more copper. And then as you're walking along the road, you would have to pass by 3 bodies underneath a tree.
Can I go the other way?
You could go around the outside.
That is not safe.
Just so you know, you wouldn't pass through any gates, or you would pass through one gate, but you would have to roll on the encounter table, and you could potentially run into a monster.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Even though I
Technically,
might get some
the school is surrounded by forest, so you could, like go through the residential, walk through the forest in the school, and then come through the north gate of the school district. And just say that you came from the north end.
I just know it's bad serial killer ethic to like return to the scene of the crime. But I guess I am kind of curious.
You can also like report it to the guards that you came across some.
Yeah, true. Okay, so I stick to the plan. I paid the copper already. I'm going that route.
Okay. Are you doing anything once you reach the bodies?
That depends on who else is there.
Okay. So as you're walking through, you walk up, and seems like no one's traveled this road yet today. And as you approach, you see off in the distance 2 trees, and I will say what looks to be some charring around the trees themselves. It looks like the torch that the guy had was left and spread a little bit.
This is gonna be a whole ass forest fire.
It is a lot of green, so it looks like just the leaves that were on the ground kind of burnt up around them, but the surrounding area is still fine.
Okay. Well, I go back and get a guard, I guess.
Alright, you can quickly go back to the gate that goes into the school district, and there is a guard waiting at the gate.
Okay. I shall do this then.
Okay, what do you say to him?
Guard!
There would be 2 of them.
I've just seen the most gruesome sight along the path going to the school. You've got to go see this. Some men look like they're hurt.
They look at each other, and one of them runs off with you.
Okay.
Lead the way.
I feel like this is a 2-man job, but all right, come on.
Or actually, there would be 2 guards on either side of the gate, so they would send 2, but they would leave 1 on either side.
Okay, I'm like, come, please, as many as you will. Some trees had fallen, and landed on some passer-throughers.
Okay. So they hurriedly follow you. Along the way, they're gonna ask, did you see what happened?
No, I didn't see anything. I was just on my way to talk to a professor, and then bam, this is what I find along my path.
All right, make a deception check.
My rolls have sucked, so oh man. It's a +6, 16.
All right. And then yeah, you do eventually reach the fallen tree.
Yeah, I won't look onward towards it too much longer. I like turn away. We gotta check to see if they're doing okay. Yeah.
One of them goes and says, look after the little lass, and climbs over the tree, or I guess around, to get to the bodies. While the other one kind of like sits with you and is like, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah. I feign like retching, like my stomach can't handle it. Like, oh God, it was so much to look upon.
He's gonna ask you, so when did you come across these?
Like 2 minutes ago. Yeah, I was at my shop in the district over, and was just passing through to go back to one of my old professors from when I was in school. This literally all just happened. I don't know when these guys got hurt, but yeah, it doesn't seem like anybody else has found them since whatever happened happened.
Oh, okay. And what did you say your name was?
Oh, damn it. It's Asher.
All right. I'm going to help my partner over here. And we can take you back to your residence if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Maybe
what?
that would be best for now. I had some business at the college, but I just don't know if I can do anything now.
Okay, that sounds good. And runs over and talks to his partner. You wouldn't be able to hear, but you can read lips. So they talk about like stay with the bodies. I'll guide them back. I'll return with more people. And then he walks with you back to town.
Okay. Damn it.
All right, where are you going now?
Well, I guess back home.
All right. He'll lead you through the gates to the Ash District, so you won't have to pay. But he leaves as you get into the Ash District to get back.
Okay. I'm like, I hope you can get this all figured out. Thank you for your help.
Thank you.
Go back to my business.
Right.
You muted. You're muted.
Sorry, I said I immediately go back to Blanche and tell him what happened. I'm like,
Okay.
wake up. I'm like pushing him.
I reluctantly roll over.
Is my character here?
Yeah, I just brought him
Oh.
over.
Look, nobody has. I'm like, Hoovel, get over here. You too. Team meeting time. Yeah. Nobody had found the bodies yet. So when I went back to the college, I had to go get guards and be like, look, this happened. So that way I wouldn't have just like stepped around them and went around my business. So yeah, that happened. They have my name and my face right now.
You didn't go in a disguise?
Not. Because I was just going to go right to Anama's and come back. I would have figured people would have already been there and I could just dodge the crowd.
Why? It's the middle of summer.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, so that happens. I didn't give him Anama's name when I said I went to talk to an old professor. They don't know who I came in contact with, so her cover is still there, but yeah. I just want to let you guys know.
I roll back over, pull the blanket over my head.
Oh man.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to accomplish?
Negative. I will just be pacing back and forth and itching at my skin for a while.
All right. Blanche or Hoovel, is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Negative. How many days has it been since we said that we'd hold on to the sword? This is the third day or fourth day?
So this, let's see, that day. You said you would hold on to it on the 2nd, and it is now the 5th.
Okay.
So it's been 3 days.
Okay.
All right. Then if you guys don't have anything else you guys would want to do right now, I will call this a session. And
Sounds good.
we'll see what you guys get up to next time.
You muted again.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See ya, bitches.
Next time.
Next time.
Yeah.